Based on the highly popular Warhammer universe produced by the Games Workshop, Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat is the first in a planned series of PC and PlayStation games from Mindscape based on that fantasy world. One can only hope that the upcoming titles are better than the first outing, which falls well short of the real-time strategy standards set by such recent releases as Command & Conquer and Warcraft 2.
Warcraft 2? I've played Warcraft 2 and I really liked it a lot. I finished the Orc and Human campaigns 4 days after I got the game, and now I'm on my 67th custom scenario. I know Warcraft 2. I've played Warcraft 2, and I'm telling you, Warhammer is no Warcraft 2.
I just said that. Besides, you used that same line in your Doonesbury review in our last episode. You play Warhammer as the leader of a mercenary army. Evil is afoot in the Empire due to the machinations of the Horned Rat. The storyline is actually pretty well done. You're in it for the money, but as the game goes on, you'll actually find yourself taking on some missions simply for the sake of honor.
Warcraft 2 had a storyline too. You see, orcs and humans don't get along. They never liked each other, and never will. And
look, this is a review of Warhammer. I don't care about Warcraft 2.
You don't care about Warcraft 2?
The story may be strong, and the game looks and sounds good, but the heart of Warhammer is the battles. And the combat design reminds me of everything I used to hate about real-time strategy games until Command & Conquer and Warcraft.
Yeah, Warcraft 2's combat is really simple. You just loop your troops, right-click your target, and...
Alright, that's it. Can you people come in here, please?
Who are these guys?
It's the new IE security squad. We hired them to help deal with the threats we were getting over our Phantasmagoria review. Say hi to Bob, gang.
Hi, Bob!
Hi, Bob? What is this, the Bob Newhart Show? Do I have to chug a beer now?
Actually, they're here to pound you within an inch of your life if you utter the words Warcraft 2 again.
Oh, that's nice. Can I get any of you a beer?
At first, controlling your troops seems relatively simple. You set your marching order before the start of each mission. In most of the missions, you have a deployment area where you position your troops before the battle actually begins. If you wish, you can give movement orders to any or all of your units, which puts them in motion immediately.
Unfortunately, it all starts to fall apart once the fighting begins. The default setup is a map window in the upper right corner of the screen with the battle window to the left. The map window is helpful during the setup phase, but I can't recall ever using it during a battle.
You can zoom in on the battle map, or you can choose a widescreen option which takes out the map window completely. This is helpful, but it doesn't overcome the difficulties you run into issuing orders during the heat of the fray. For example, let's say you spot an enemy unit approaching from your rear, and you decide it might be a good idea to turn your unit around. In order to accomplish this, you have to select the unit, either by clicking on its standard on the battlefield, which works most of the time, or by cycling through your regiment selection buttons.
You seem a little tired. Let me take over. Then you have to click on the move button, which you follow by clicking on the wheel button. Then you have to return to the battle or map window and click on it in the direction that you want your unit to face. Most of this is unnecessary, as Blizzard proved in...
Get ready!
The game that I'm not allowed to mention.
If that's not bad enough, the battle window uses a 3D animation routine which was extremely choppy on my P60 with 8 megs of RAM. You can increase the frame rate by turning off some or all of these options, but I hate to see Mindscape contributing to the credibility gap between minimum specs, listed on the box as a 486-66 with 8 megs of RAM with a Pentium recommended, and what really works.
Actually, the entire battle interface looks and feels like something you'd see in a turn-based wargame. Of course, if this were a wargame, the odds are damn good I wouldn't be doing this review, which might explain why I dislike it so much. Whatever the reason, there is not enough player control here to make this work in real time.
It's a damn shame that the battle mode is so weak because the rest of the game works. You get all your vital information in the caravan of your paymaster, Dietrich, who serves as your accountant and information source.
Dietrich's reference material includes the magic book, which lists the spells that are currently available to you, the battle bestiary, which gives you information on all the different inhabitants of the Warhammer universe, and the troop roster, which tells you what troops are currently part of your army. It's important to check with Dietrich between every mission, since he'll let you know whether you can replenish your present troops or hire new units. Incidentally, Warhammer fans will be pleased to hear that Mindscape did a good job recreating that game's universe in this game.
So, what lesson have we learned from Warhammer?
Gee, teacher, that's a tough one. I'd say that it's not a good idea to design a turn-based strategy game and try to make it work in real time.
That's very good. Wait a minute, where are you going? We're not finished yet.
Sorry, I can't take it anymore! Warcraft rules!
Let's get it!
Warcraft rules!